Assalamualaikum and hi guys, I'm Haris. So today about YouTube again. So from Janet Ivanovic, she said that you don't even need go to the college no more because everything you need to learn, everything you want to learn, everything is on the YouTube. It is interesting, right? So from this statement, from these quotes, we know that our era now is more easy and better to find to learn something new things. Okay, so let's see 10 to 20 years before this, how the ways we want to learn something, we want to find something. Okay, 10 to 20 years before, how the ways we need to find the books on the library, we need to find the books on the shelf on the library, right? And we need to meet the lecturers, teachers and so on. It is struggle, right? And it takes more time compared to now. But however, it don't mean that we don't need to meet the lecturers and teachers right now. No, we still need go to the classes, meet the lecturers, teachers and so on. But our era now is more more efficient, more easy and save time. Okay, so from this, based on the research on digitalbusinesslab.com, the top ranking, top ranking 2021 social network, social media in Malaysia is, the first one is YouTube, okay, and followed by Facebook, WhatsApp and also Instagram. Okay, so from these three particular platform, we know that this owned by Mark Zuckerberg, and you see from these three platform how many audience that he can get. Okay, so from my introduction, I want to give 5 points. Okay, 5 points plus 1 bonus why we need to use YouTube. Okay, so the first one, YouTube is widely search engine. So video is the one of the most popular content format that we can find on the Google. Okay, which mean for example, okay, for me in my cases, I want to learn something about about electric circuit, about engineering and so on. When we find something in the video format, is more easy to understand. Okay, so YouTube platform is the best way we want to learn something new, because text video is more good from text. Okay, so from the YouTube channel, from the YouTube platform, just by editing a good thumbnail, a good title and also a good content, you can gain more audience from that video. And then the second one is powerful branding. Video is fast and effective way how you want to promote your brands. Okay, from video platform, from video content, you can spread your brand to a widely range. Okay, which mean a YouTube channel, you audience can share your video and your brands can go widely to the others. Okay, and then the third one is show, don't tell. Okay, simple. With a YouTube platform, the content is in the video formats. Okay, so from video format, we can see how the people do it. Okay, for example, I want to find something, how to create how to create a Google Meet, for example. Okay, so when I find from the YouTube channel, the content shows one by one step how to how to create the Google Meet. Okay, compared to the other one, for example like Blogspot. Okay, if I use Blogspot, I need to read step by step and maybe it has misunderstanding from that. So show something what you want to do is more good compared to you just tell how to do it. Okay, so and then the fourth one, get your message to a wider audience. Okay, so in my cases, for example, I have a YouTube channel, and my content is about, you know, some things, yeah, for assignment videos about technology and so on. So from that particular video, my message, my knowledge that I want to share can go wider. My audience can not only in Malaysia, but also in the other countries. Okay, because what? YouTube is the good and effective platform that audience can watch, subscribe, share, like, and comment. Okay, so from these all things function, your videos can go to a wider audience, not only in Malaysia. Okay, so from that we can spread our knowledge, spread a good vibes to a wider audience. And then the number five, don't need a huge budget. Okay, to start a YouTube channel, to start you know, in YouTube, making the YouTube videos, you don't even need to have you know, the equipment like the camera, the branded microphone and so on. Don't need. Okay, you just, yeah, you can even use your smartphone, and there's just a simple mic and so on, and then you can start record the video and then posting on the YouTube. And what you need to make sure is the content is good and have point to your audience. Okay, and then the bonus, the last one is YouTube in the classroom. Okay, so in the era of you know, COVID-19, we started the online distance learning or DL and so on. So YouTube in the classroom is very effective and have many advantages. Okay, so for example, in the era of COVID-19, we started the online distance learning, and you know, every lecturers started to record their lectures video and so on, and then posted on the YouTube channel. So from that, the lecturers can, you know, save more time, save the storage on your PC and so on. So it have more advantages. And other than that, YouTube channel in the classroom also can be the lecturers make the live session. Yeah, YouTube also can make a live session. So the lecturers can make a live session and then give a lectures in the live session to the students. So it is a good thing that have in the YouTube. So that's all from me from this topic. And finally, in the conclusion from Chad Hurley, okay, YouTube is becoming much more than entertainment destination. Okay, so YouTube is not only just for entertainment, not for only music, movies and so on, but it has more advantages, more benefit that we need to know. So that's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is IZZAT HAKIM dan Muhammad ASRI. So, imagine after lecture class, you got so many assignment, revision to do and still can't manage the time you have. Here's me. Is that the time the student who always procrastinate the task I have? So, based on Charles Dickens, procrastination is the thief of time. So, did you know that procrastination is a kind of like in our mind? Essentially, procrastination is the avoidance of work by focusing on more satisfying activities. But in reality, procrastination is a chemical that's assigned to why we prefer relaxing activities. So the neuroscience behind procrastination. Procrastination happens between the limbic system and the prefrontal cortex. The limbic system is a set of brain structures containing the pleasure center, while the prefrontal cortex control planning and decision making. The prefrontal cortex is less developed and thus weaker, so oftentimes the limbic system wins out, leading to procrastination. There are a few different types of procrastinators, including those who can be categorized as thrill seeker, avoiders, and indecisive. Basically, enjoy the rush that comes with racing to meet deadline. And so they procrastinate to capitalize that experience. Avoiders procrastinate out of fear of being judged for both successful and unsuccessful work. Indecisive procrastinators put off tasks to avoid the blame for a subpar end products. To overcome the procrastination is difficult, but it's possible. The most effective method is take a preventative measure, schedule and complete tasks ahead of time. For example, if you are able to work a little bit on a project each night, you will have much less to do when the night before the deadline rolls out. Don't focus on the perfect finished product, but rather getting a head start. All of the free time you have later can be dedicated to refining the project that you believe. So let's go through the chart and the graph. I think 87% of the students said they procrastinate, and 30% of them said they don't. 45% says procrastination negatively impact their grades fairly regularly or very often. The gender between the males and the females, who is more likely to procrastinate? Of course, the males, because males are more likely to procrastinate because they are very busy with the the entertainment in this world. More than 70% of the students pull at least one all-nighter this school year. What are students most likely to procrastinate on? 51% of them writing a paper, 34% of them studying for a test, and 5% of them do a group project or a group work. So, speaking of belief, many people believe procrastination is similar to poor time management and inability to prioritize tasks and cause us to complete them at the last minute or even after the deadline has passed. However, procrastination is increasingly being recognized as a complicated, often based the situation response to numerous perceived stressors, according to the research. So I think that's all from me. Thanks for listening to my speech. I hope you can understand what are the pros and cons of the procrastination. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is ZAINUL bin HISAM. So on my informative speech, I will talk about stereotyping genders on laziness. So boys or girl, which are the more lazy? This topic are frequently be discussed by the people around the globe. So can we actually take a quick guess which the more lazier, boys or girls? Okay, in my opinion, laziness can never be appointed to any specific gender. So everyone willingly to back up their own gender. So of course for me, I will support the male gender. So being called lazy from a girl is been normalized for boys. So basically, the laziness is completely depends on the individual itself. Basically, boys or girl itself can decide whether he want to be a lazy or active. So these lazy people would like to do their work late, which is they rather cuddle up under the bed or playing games or never try to do any hard work rather than doing their work. So this issue can be analyzed at two different places. So firstly, if you observe at the workplace, women are tend to be more lazier, or women are tend to be lazier, which is women will run back home as early as possible compared to men. They are tend to work harder and spend extra time to finish their work. if we analyze at the different pace, which is at the school, boys are lazier than girls, which is boys tend to goofing around and skip the classes and do their work late or do the last minute work, compared to girls are so active to do projects or submit the assignment as early as possible. So, but at school we can see that if there are action games or if there are activities, girls are more lazy, which is they like to skip the activities, and boys are more active to playing outdoor games, gym workouts, and extracurricular activities. Somehow boys will be one step ahead from the girls. This is due to their certain health benefits and strength that only the boys have. So, girls even have a timely scheduled lifestyle. They have to wake up early, groom themselves. Compared to boys, they are even wake up late to their class. We can see on the past pandemic of COVID-19, I can see even my roommate waking up 5 minutes before the class, which is that is a bad example for me. So to conclude my speech, which is this laziness is a state of condition that every human being have, which is it comes and goes over time. So we are all equally responsible to maintain a healthy body and mind to overcome the laziness. This is all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad HAZIQ bin HARZIEL EFFENDIE from class C, and I want to welcome my fellow group mates and my madam. So this is my informative speech, and it's also about cats, just like my previous informative speech. And today's speech I'm going to talk about facts about cats. So otherwise you can call it cat facts. Yes. So the first of all, I'm going to run through what's going to be in my slide. And the first one is introduction, the second one is cat statistics, the third one is about stray and feral cats, just like my previous informative speech, and the last one is closing. So the first one, introduction. Cat is the most adorable animal in the world, in my opinion, and based on the statistics. Yes, you may seem that cats are just basic, simple, and why would I even make it as my topic for this assignment? But there's a lot of facts about cats that some of you might not even know. So, just like my previous informative speech, I bought this topic for today's speech as well. And personally, even though talking about cats may seem simple or plain, but it's actually quite interesting. And as a fellow cat lover, I found new facts about cats that I also don't even know, even though I am a cat lover. So the cat statistics that I think this is most general about cats. So the first one is more than 400 million cats live across the globe. 400 million cats is a big number. You can't just say that 400 million cats compared to, I think, 7 billion people around the world. Yes, 7 billion is a lot, but 400 million cats is also a lot. That's a big ass number. So The second statistic that I found is at least 373 million cats around the globe are kept as pets. So it's estimated around 373 million. And if you listen to my previous informative speech, I was talking about stray cats or cats that don't have owners or been unowned. So if you do some calculation here, 400 minus 373, you have around 27 million cats left with no houses, a place, or being unowned. So 27 million compared to 400 and 337 million is a small number, but 27 million is a lot. So what do you think that, so by, just like I said from my previous speech, taking good care or adopting them is one of the greatest thing that people should do. So let's continue. If you don't know, cat can has as many as 12 kittens in a litter. In a litter, I'm assuming like in one time pregnancy, I think so, or in 1 year, because I do have cats that are being pregnant every year because I didn't control the cat. So I do have a lot of kittens, and yeah, they are the cutest. So next is the countries in Europe with the most cats. As you can see, Germany is the country with most cats in Europe, estimating around 14 million cats, and that's a lot. I see that in Europe, Germany left the cat the most, and there's 10 countries in the graph. So the first one is Germany, second is France, UK, Italy, Poland, Romania, Spain, Netherlands, Belgium, and Austria. So even though Austria is last on the list, number 10, but still almost 2.5 million. That's a lot. That's a big number. Next, yeah, just like I mentioned in my previous slide, cat is the most cutest pet, called based on statistics. I think like people do Q&As around the area, so asking what animal is the most adorable, cute, or etc. So 46.51% answer cat, and it's compared. There's a difference around 0.31 with ferret, but yeah, you can see from the chart that cat is the most cutest pet in the world. So according to a ResearchGate, owning a cat or any pet you adopt from a shelter has been shown to have positive effects on humans' ability to cope with stress, anxiety, depression, and loneliness. Taking a cat home from a shelter can improve your sense of happiness and general well-being. So just like I mentioned for my previous informative speech, yes, cat can help us humans to cope with stress, anxiety, depression, loneliness. They can disturb you, they can purr around you, they can I'm not sure, accompany you in the middle of the night. Yes, they disturb you doing a lot of stuff, making you busy, and by doing all of that, it may forget what the things that you have been stressed with, have been dealt with. It can make your loneliness go away, make your depression calm down. I think yeah, cats is the best company for us that has no one to vent to. Pretty sure cats will be there even though they just purr and didn't care about us, but sometimes you just feel like you just want the cat just to be there, not to yes, just want the animal to accompany you. So next, about stray and feral cats. It's believed that roughly 73 million cats in the US are feral and unknown. And 73 million is a lot. It's a big number. So we can see at these 2 points that I'm going to talk about. The average lifespan of an indoor cat is 15 years. Feral cats has shorter lifespan than house cats. So if a average lifespan of an indoor cat or house cat is around 15 years, then the feral cats or stray cats have a shorter lifespan, which means let's say 10 years. And 10 years, if they lucky, I would say, they have no one to take them to the vet or shelter. They have no place to call home. They have no money to buy medicine or taking care of their injuries. And if they're lucky, they can survive for 10 years. If they're not, they don't have someone to give them food. They have to find for themselves. And just like the last point, that about stray cats and feral cats, cats are the second most common victims of animal abuse after dogs, and I believe that's true. Sometimes I do tend to see videos about cat being tortured by people, being burned with fire, being thrown into the water, smacking them using, I don't know, like explosive and etc. And I feel really bad to see humans doing that to those adorable creatures. Why? I don't know why people would do that. I just feel like we're the devil and not a human with brain to think. They're just cats that don't know how to think. So by abusing them, that's not a good thing. I believe that the politics or the higher ups can do some actions when they saw, or actions fine, or give them, the people that abuse cats or even any other animal, give them fine or even throw them into the jail. So I believe that's going to scare people to abuse cats or even any other animals. So according to ASPCA, 3.2 million cats can be found in shelters every year, and about 860,000 are exercised annually. Adopting a cat not only help one of these many animals looking for a home, will also open a space for shelters and rescue groups to take in another cat. So that's why, for my previous informative speech, I was talking about we should adopt a cat, especially from shelters or even stray cats at roads. By taking them, yeah, you can buy breed cats, they're cute, but like I said, stray cats or breed cats are the same. They are still cats. So like I said, by taking the cats from shelter or even the road, you not only save one cat, but you save many lives. So like if you take a breed cat, like for example, and the cats from the shelter are too many, so the shelter can take in more cats. So the cats outside might not survive, might not be having a good life. So by taking one, you are reducing the numbers cats in the shelter, and the shelter can take more cats inside to take care of giving medicine and food and many more. So the closing is, we should save or take care cats, especially stray and feral cats. It's good for your mental health to adopt cat. Cats can reduce your anxiety, depression, like I said, loneliness, and many more. You will save more than one life by adopting a cat. Yes, like I mentioned from the previous slide, by taking one cat from a shelter or roads, you can save not only one but more. And lastly, the number of stray cats or feral cats is higher than we expected. Yes, where we tend to see cats hovering around the city or around the roads, but I didn't expect that kind of number of stray and feral cats. So by knowing it, I feel sad for knowing that there are so many cats around the world that need help or doesn't have a home. So that's all for me. Thank you very much. Sorry for the long video.